and just out of your trip 213, and today I'll be quiver tipping with flopworm. Let's see what we get. There's fish straight away. Not sure what this is. There he is, tiny little chub. Put straight back. It's another fish. Feels a bit better. Oh, he's come off. Damn. Certainly a few fish down there. All I'm doing baiting wise, I give them the worm once they've chewed it all up and put a fresh one on. That's all I'm doing. There we go. Got him that time. Not a big fish. Could be a roach. Lovely colourful little perch. There he is, doing it all himself. Put it straight back. Let me tell you, it's about 8:45 in the morning. Air temperature is definitely 0 or -1 or 1, something like that, because there's still the mist coming up off the river and the water will not be any warmer than 5, I don't think, maybe 4. And I'm getting loads of bites. It's great fun. There's a fish, a tiny one. If you want the lobworm. There's a good example of the, oops, come at you. All the black spots on his belly, look. And on his head. Probably from eating sewage, I guess. Well, so far, I've had them 3 fish, little tiny ones. I've also hooked into something quite big twice on that far side. It's also a little bit snaggy. So I think I might have spooked it, whatever that is. Maybe there's a few. I'm just fishing down the near side, just for an hour, just twitching the worm. See what we get. but it's not a biggie. There it is. Another baby chub. I'm thinking of moving, but I am getting bites, so I'm not sure yet. I'll have one more cast, I reckon. Right, I've decided I'm moving. Even though I'm getting good bites, it's only about 1 degree. Oh, I'm not good. Sometimes, what would you do? I don't know. If you're on a river, you don't know what's there. You're catching little fish, but there could be a absolutely fantastic fish right in front of me. Is that a bite? It was a bite. Equally, it could just be a big shoal of very small chub. I'm going to move and come back in an hour and a half or 2 hours, maybe. Right, I'm about a quarter of a mile further downstream than that previous swim. What I'd always do, I tend to fish to places where you cannot fish from the other bank, because you can fish both banks here. There's 2 different clubs. One's one club, one's the other club. So on this side, you can't fish to the trees on the far bank on that side of the river. So that's why I'm here. It's also about 7-8 years ago or something, I had a really good day here. Oh no, I won't forget it either, so let's see what we get. Something down there straight away. Starting to creak again. There he is. He's been bitten by something. Similar size to the last one, only about a pound. I would say, I don't know what's happened. I'd be guessing, but let's put it straight back. I tell you, I don't think anyone other than a pike fisherman is fish this swim, because there's no room to, do your netting and stuff. Usually that's a lure fisherman, where they just come trample down a little bit, a couple of chucks and move on. Anyway, I'm going to put my cast out to you. I got him that time. I wonder if it's a perch. Same as the last swim. Feels like a little chub. Little chub. Should be able to swing this one in actually. There he is. The number of chub in this stretch is wonderful if you like chub fishing like I do. There are big ones in here, but you got to get past these guys first. I love them though. Anyway, put it straight back. Bird was that? I'm not quite sure. I'm not awfully familiar with birds. I couldn't tell you exactly, all the different types of birds, really. That's fine. feels like a good fish. Not good, but good enough for me. Unless a pike's just nabbed it. Yeah, it's a chub. Oh yeah, there's that bird again. What the heck was it? Oh, you can't see it. What an amazing little... I'll just quickly show you the mark on its mouth. Hey, come here, orange chop. Alright, it's alright, don't worry. I'm gonna set you free. It was only very lightly hooked. There you go. It's not a bad chub at all. Close to 4 pound. Lovely orange mark on his mouth. Her mouth. Well, we say his, but I don't know. Something's got his tail lip. Not a bad fish. Put it around there. Oops, he's fine. It's okay. There you go. Wonderful. Put the shape. I mean, that mark definitely is like something of a trait of the fish on this Avon or the Marden, because most chub on the Marden have got an orange dot on them, and I wonder. No, it's impossible. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna put another bait out. See what we get. Well, it certainly is cold still. Probably 1 degree maybe, and I've just had to spend about an hour to quickly free up some space on my phone. Blah 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 blah. So I reckon that the chub will be back on the feed. Big ones, hopefully. Let's see what we get. There we go. Yeah, feels like another good one. Yeah, still. There's a snag down there. In you come. Well, that one. What am I tripping on? That one's a wonderful condition. Let me show you the condition of this chub. He took that worm right back into his teeth. He absolutely nailed it. Look at that. Not as big as the other one, but that's a lovely chub for condition. Beautiful. Very happy with that. Just put it straight back. Make sure you can see it. Sometimes I hold them, but you can't see it. Oops, he's fine. There we go. That kind of action there, look, where the dog's gone right down in the bank. You imagine that when the birds are nesting, and then you got the two ladies in the middle of the field, no control over the dog whatsoever. So the dog's gone along, boom, 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 on the nest of a moorhen or a coot. Well, actually, in truth, the moorhen are going to be up in the branches, but the coot or a swan, something. What? They ain't going to stop it. It happens everywhere, all the time, unfortunately. On any stretch of the river where people feel like they're entitled to just walk along it because they live nearby. Which, if it was an open public footpath, yes, but the public footpath's actually at the back of the field. Never mind. Honestly, if I had it my way and I could set laws in the country like the politicians, I would say no dog walking on riverbanks unless the dog is on lead. Simple, plain as. If you've got a dog, take it out into a massive girt field or in the woods, on a lead in the woods, obviously for the deer, but take it to a dog field. You really can't allow hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dogs to roam the riverbank. You think when they used to hunt otters or mink, and they probably still do, they use dogs. Hold that thought. Missed it. How can I mess again? As I said, people were like, you can't hunt, like fox hunting. You can't hunt animals with dogs, that's so cruel. And then what you've got in realism is you've got a whole hunt all day long on every riverbank where people walk freely. Which, I'm on the side of the animals. It's not a personal thing. I don't hate dogs or dog walkers. It's like you've got a dog, you want to take it for a walk, but that dog's got to be on, the word heel. You say heel, the dog is on your heel. You don't let dogs just free roam. You really don't. It's so cruel, in my opinion. If I've offended someone, then whoop-de-doo, put your bloody dog on a lead. If UK Wild Otter Trust didn't ban me from their Facebook page when I was on Facebook because I'm a fisherman that started talking about otters and the amount of otters I seen, and they weren't having none of it, and I'm not going to get back into that, but I would say to them, what are you going to do if you got, a dog walker with 3 dogs off the lead, bang, it finds an otter hole, in it goes to the hole. What's that about? This probably does happen. In fact, the amount of people I see that literally guide their dogs onto the riverbank, they're like, kind of, go on. I think people are sick in the head and they genuinely want to hurt animals. Some people around here, but I can't prove it. But if you are one of them, it's come off. I don't have much room to strike in this swim. But normally you want to do a big strike, but I've got all this reeds here, so when I get one I might squash them down. There you go, little fish. It'd be nice to see a roach, but I think it's another chub. So there's another one covered in black spot. And when the chub are young like this, that's about 5 years old or so. But they all of its life so far, it's been eating weed, it's been eating silt and stuff on the bottom and it right in amongst the weeds. I think that's why the little ones get the black spot the worst. I don't know. So now it's getting towards the end of the day, it's 3 o'clock. So I've probably got an hour and a half. I've caught a couple of really nice chub from that far side. And if there are any more nice ones, which I'm sure there will be, they're probably very spooked. So I'm going to fish this near side, because if you think about the perch and the stripes, these things are perfect for the perch. They'll be in amongst them, very in close. So I'm just going to chop a couple of lobs up and fish it very in close down there. Let's see what we get. So I've only had one very small chub just down in close actually, when I was just looking at my phone. So I'm going to go back out to the far side and hope for that really big chub. See what we get. Well, it's now 4:30. The far side isn't producing any more bites. I'm really so cold I could barely talk. Well, not that cold, but you know, I've been out in the cold for a long time, so you go a bit stiff in the mouth and in the legs, and I can't feel my feet. But I'm just going to continue to fish down the near side margin for another 15-20 minutes, and just fingers crossed really for a perch. Even though it's not exactly perfect where I would choose to fish for perch, but it is because of these reeds that flow into the river and they grow out of the riverbed, so there might be one there, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like there's any perch in this part just in front of me, so I'll call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. That was a really enjoyable day actually, very cold but plenty of bites and a couple of nice chub. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and see you again next time maybe. Bye.